We welcome you up to the press box alongside former Notre Dame star and a Super Bowl champion, Rocky Boyman. I'm Sam.M.Farber, and it is a pleasure and a privilege to have you with us here tonight. Angels Stadium will serve as high school football heaven. It's the Division I championship game and a Trinity League rematch. The three-seeded St. John Bosco Braves taking on the Monarchs of #1 Mater Dei. One thing that makes these quarterbacks so good, they've got a lot of talented guys to throw to. Two in particular, extra special, a senior for Mater Dei, a name that we're never going to forget. Amon-Ra St. Brown, hoping for a special final game in the Southern section. Mission Viejo's got a special football player as well. Colin Schooler might not be the same athlete as Red, but he might be the best football player on the field tonight. Murrieta Valley has had perhaps the most explosive offense in the entire Southern section, regardless of division. Of course, at the end of the day, quarterbacks are really only as good as the weapons they have to distribute the ball to. Fortunately for all of us and all of you tonight, some of the best skill position players in the country will be out here on the field at Angels Stadium. One of the most incredible plays of the season wraps up the Southwest Division title game. Eric Barrier to Prince Ross in the back of the end zone with no time on the clock, and La Habra gets to raise the hardware for the 7th time in school history. Chris, you've seen a lot of football. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you haven't seen too many games better than that one. To kick it away, and this one's angling towards the boundary. They let it go out of bounds. Good job there by the return man, Devin Chandler, to be there in case it bounced back into the field of play, and alert enough to let it go wide for a penalty. Our referee tonight, Jeremy Hike. Appropriate football name, I'd say.
Illegal kick out of bounds, kicking team. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down, Upland.
All right, that first Rancho drive, a lot of balance. 4 passes, 6 running plays. So that's ideal if you're Rancho. Coach Baez and his offense gets off to a good start. Now it's Upland's turn. David Baldwin at the helm, the quarterback. You can see the numbers on the year. Had a great game last week against Great Oak where he threw 3 touchdowns. His only interception coming last week. He's been very efficient with the football.
On first down, they go with a double reverse to a pass over the top. Taj Davis has got it. Taj Davis high stepping into the end zone. Touchdown, Upland.
Are you kidding me? The first play of the game, double reverse pass. Wow. 2 handoffs, and they go up top. Davis right on the money. How about that? What a huge play to start this game.
We were looking for David Baldwin's arm. How about LaShawn Potts in stride?
Potts had to be a backup quarterback or a quarterback at some point in his career. You just don't run the receiver reverse, the double reverse pass and drop a dime like that one. That was right in stride. What a big play to Davis. 65 yards. Wow.
Taj Davis's 8th touchdown catch of the season. Junior, he's been offered by Duke and Nevada. He might have a few more after that catch.
You know, a lot of times after you get those type of that double reverse, the timing was off. But Davis had, he waited long enough to allow the double reverse to happen and give the defensive back just enough time to go to backfield. See, as a receiver, you can't just take off down the field because you're going to outrun the throw. So Davis does a nice job of biding some time and then taking off to the post right as soon as the defensive back looked in the backfield.
Taj Davis, just a junior, but again, he's already getting some looks, JJ. What on his scouting report stands out to you?
Well, you can see right here the explosiveness. We talk about run after catch. I mean, that was sort of trot after catch because he caught that one right in stride, and he's definitely a deep threat, as you showed on that first play. Right up top, the first play of the game for Upland, and double reverse pass for a touchdown. Davis has a bright future in front of him, no question about that.
And just so we're clear, this was made before the game. Our stats and our graphics people are just that good. 7-3, Upland with the lead. We told you it was going to be a special one here tonight. I don't think they've disappointed. just 4 minutes into the game, 2 scoring drives, and one of the best plays we've seen all season, JJ.
A lot of excitement on that first play. You just don't expect that. A double reverse pass to start the game. Wow, and it worked.
There was a penalty on the touchdown, I believe a celebration penalty, so it moves Upland back for the kickoff. We'll try and drive it deep, and we've got a whistle as the kick went out, most likely for offsides, but we'll let Jeremy Hike make it official.
Boy, this is going to back him up to the 20-yard line.
Prior to the kick, offsides, kicking team number 11. 5-yard penalty, free kick.
So Upland, a little bit of undiscipline. Obviously, Coach Salter not happy about that. First, of course, you get the touchdown. Okay, we're happy. But you can't get the celebration and the extra penalty on top, which moves them back 15. And now you have to kick from 5 yards back further. This is going to give Rancho Cucamonga great field position, irregardless. Now the big question is, do you kick it deep to Dollars or one of these dangerous returners, or do you do the pooch kick again that ensures no return?
Dollars and Jakari Williams back to receive. This one is angled to Jakari. Williams tackled just shy of the 45. Very good field position coming up here for Rancho Cucamonga. Justin Flo on the tackle.
And to your point, the Cougars are going to get the ball at the 45, 44-yard line. Where normally, if you would have subtracted those 20 yards of penalty, they would have got the ball at the 24-yard line. So a huge change of field position. Cougars working on a short field here with a great opportunity to drive the ball down again. Remember, they drove down the first drive, drove about 60 yards down to the inside the 5-yard line, unable to score. Now they get the ball and only have to drive 56 yards for a touchdown.
Nick Acosta with Sean Dollars in at running back. Hardcat gets Upland to jump.
Check that, 51 yards for a touchdown.
Prior to the snap, offsides, defense, number 77. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
And catch Christian Connolly, nose tackle, and he'll sub out for a play. You can always tell the nose tackle is the decals on the helmet's always gone. First down pass on the money. Credell.
That's late hit.
And another late hit penalty.
I'll tell you what, this is a spectacular throw by Acosta. He has to throw this in the hole. It was cover 2 coverage, and you see the late hit out of bounds. It was Weststone, they was able to make that hit out of bounds. Unnecessary. Upland, the second time they've hit guys out of bounds, it's just not getting them anywhere. But how about that throw by Acosta? The cornerback rolled up, and when he rolled up on the receiver that was running a flat route, that left the opening in the seam down the field, and Acosta was right on the money. You can see he stepped into that throw and rifled it right in the seam where the open area was.
Officials are talking about this one. They might be looking at it from the perspective that Credell kind of leaned into the hit, so maybe they're thinking they hit each other rather than the defensive player. It's a long conversation, but that's the only thing I can think of that would overturn what was clearly a late hit.
There's no foul on the play for a late hit out of bounds. First down. What's that?
I think that's got to be it, JJ. Is there anything else that could wipe it out?
I don't understand why. It was clearly on the sideline, irregardless of what the receiver does. When you go out of bounds, you can't touch it. Especially compared to the late hit they called on the first drive.
Costa rolling out, throwing over the top, and wide open for a touchdown. Credell into the end zone.
Acosta again. Another outstanding throw, this time off balance, rolling to his right, and he's right on the money again. You know, Coach Baez told us on the conference call that Acosta was playing at a high level, and he is exactly right. He has a hot hand so far tonight.
Extra point is blocked. So,
well, guess who?
9-7. Feeling the flow early?
Yeah, flow already.
Well, Nick Acosta also feeling the flow. on target to Jeremiah Cradell, putting Rancho Cucamonga up by 2. Sam.M.Farber, Rocky Boyman here with you in Arizona. The Ascenders wearing white tonight, the number 2 ranked team in the preseason high school national polls. Chandler ranked number 7.
Chandler's attempting their 3rd punt of the game. The first 2 didn't go so well, especially the first one was blocked for a touchdown. Got to catch this ball and get this punt off.
Cash Peterman is the punter. And this time he has plenty of time to kick it away. Brendan Radley-Hiles is going to return it. He's taken down at the 33. So IMG takes over with a 13-point lead. Let's take a look at who's next in tonight's game, brought to you by Geico. And what's next at the next level from this game is the offensive and defensive lines, Rocky.
Absolutely. And on defense, if Xavier Thomas will stop making so many plays, we might just see some other guys make some as well. Teron Vincent, one of the best interior defensive linemen in the country. Stephon Wynn, verbal to Alabama. And then the offensive line we talk about. Sam, that's the thing, high school-wise, these college coaches, these college programs, you can find skill players. They're kind of everywhere, but find those big offensive linemen that can also move. They're hard to come by. They don't grow on trees, but there's a lot of them on the field right now for IMG.
Right now they're running behind the left tackle, Ruben Unije with Trey Sanders. Unije, just your average 6'6", 310-pound senior. Here's the height and weight going across. Left tackle 6'6", 310. Then you go 6'5", 385. The center is the small guy at 6'4", 295 pounds. Burgess Brown, he's going to Florida State. The right guard 6'8", 385, and the right tackle just picked up football in the last 6 months. Daniel Fa'alele, 6'9", and he's tipping the scales at almost 400 pounds.
To me, Sam, one of the most unique stories in all of high school football, as you mentioned, 6'9", close to 400 pounds. He didn't learn the game of football until 17 years old, like basically a year ago, from Australia. Just a tremendously gifted player, played in 1 game, and has already been offered by a lot of schools. Just, I mean, he has the things you can't teach. Look at that body, close to 400 pounds. You don't see a belly hanging over the pants. He's in good shape, an explosive athlete that's now just got to learn the game of football. A lot of catching up to do in that respect.
3rd down play, Sitkowski lets it go, and it's complete for a 1st down at midfield. Catch made by Riker. Check that. That's TJ Pledger out of the backfield.
So he's still learning the game, but watch this. This is stuff you can't teach. Bam. Just a little forearm shock, just like that. Puts a heavy-handed guy. That's what a lot of these scouts talk about. You want an offensive line with heavy hands, means when they shock you, boom, you feel it. That defensive player certainly felt it on that play.
Daniel Fa'alele, the O-line coach, Derek Elder, says he doesn't know the difference between Alabama and Alabama State. Tell you what, Nick Saban knows the difference between Fa'alele and your average high school senior.
Yeah, a lot of the players at IMG were saying, look, when he first walked on the field, he didn't know what a yard was. I mean, he didn't know like what a 1st down was. And we're talking that level, but he's catching up very, very quickly. It's just a matter of time and experience. But again, he has the things that's hard to come by across the country, that kind of size and explosion.
2nd down and 9 coming up, under 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. 13-0 in favor of IMG to start. Sitkowski with an empty backfield, throws to the sideline, hits Brian Hightower just shy of the 1st down marker. Hightower, 6'4", 200-pound senior, is committed to Miami.
Let's get one more look at our guy here. You know, again, and you know, that guy right there, Manley, he's 235 pounds. He wouldn't look like. He looks like he's about 135 standing next to that big body guy. But so far, so good. Did a nice job giving some time to the quarterback.
TJ Pledger, the rusher, he is hit very close to the line to gain. It'll depend on the spot, and it looks like it'll be 4th and inches.
A nice play by Manley, the defensive end on that play, come screaming right down that line of scrimmage. They're going to go for it here, Sam.
Sitkowski over center. He's going to try and rush for it. Good push by the defensive line.
I don't think he got it.
Chandler's pointing they have it. We're waiting on the spot. Javen Akeem got in there for the hit.
I know, right up the middle, Chandler has a big body fella, Chris Manoa, 6 foot, 300 pounds. You see him there, number 99. That's like trying to push a stone wall around.
He's one of the guys that's really going to test this IMG line because for so many of their games, they're just bigger than everyone else, but not Manoa.
No way.
Manoa on the line, stand them up, they get the stop.
Crowd loves it, Sam. This team needed an injection, some enthusiasm, something to go well here. They got it there stopping this talented IMG offense on 4th down. Again, for all the 300-pounders on your offensive line, you expect to just push guys across where you see a linebacker coming over the top. You see Manoa going low, pulling the quarterback down. Love it. Guys selling out at the high school level. That's fun. There's my man, Coach Aguano. Yeah.
Zach Bauer is the guy who came over the top. He's just a junior, but he's got offers from Nevada and Oregon State. Plenty of talent on the other side as well. DeCarlos Brooks is the rusher. And not much there, just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Josh Walker in on the hit. Walker going to IMG. He recently committed to Arizona, so he's getting a taste of what's in store for him.
That's right, going to stay here, play for the in-state team.
We got a player down. That's Juan Wallace, 6'1" senior. He's committed to Syracuse. Pardon me, a 6-foot senior committed to Syracuse. Wallace, both of his parents, Juan Sr. and Christine, are police officers. This IMG cast behind the coaching staff, some of the best in the country. I mean, they're paying $75,000 a year in tuition for a reason. They get the best trainers, the best facilities, the best nutrition.
Yeah, and that's the argument. You know, it's on one side you say, look, these players from across the country, they get to go to a place where they're experiencing what college is going to be like.
Here's a look at the backstory. It was originally founded as the Nick Bollettieri Tennis Academy in 1978. It's expanded sport after sport.
And 1,100 students, every single one of them play sports. You know, there's no members of the band or of, you know, of this, that, or anything else. Every athlete, every, you know, student there is playing some sport or another.
For a long time, every tennis player you heard of from the United States and sometimes elsewhere was coming from IMG. They have obviously expanded well into football.
And Chandler needs to get number 18, Gunnar Romney, their BYU commit. They need to get him going here. He's one of their most talented players. Try to get him the football.
Conover with time, throws towards the sticks, and it's going to be close. That was Jarrett Caldwell on the reception. Number 12 ranked player in the state of Arizona, according to our ESPN rankings.
Yeah, nice big body guy, 6'3", 215. Those are the type of receivers the college game is looking for. Get those mismatches against those shorter cornerbacks out there.
4th down and 1. Well, out of bounds just shy of the line to gain. DeCarlos Brooks is in at tailback. They move Gunnar Romney into the slot on the near side of the screen.
You see IMG showing blitz here. You wonder if Chandler was showing a max protect kind of look to give Conover a little more time.
Timeout taken by Chandler. Wolves trailing 13-0, down to almost a minute left here in the first quarter. Timeout, San Clemente driving into La Habra territory and less than 2 minutes remaining.
I'm not taking any chances throwing the football, especially if my quarterback's arm is not 100% after coming out of the game for a play. You have 3 dynamic runners with the football in your backfield. You've got 2 plays to get 6 yards.
A thriller here in the final at Cerritos College. 3rd down. Sears hanging on to it. Outruns the pressure. He's got a 1st down, and he's out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line.
You gotta go!
Sears rolling right, sees the grass in front of him. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was designed quarterback run, but trying to soften up the coverage and bring some of those defenders back in covering the receivers, clearing up just enough room for Sears to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10, a 4-receiver formation. Sears, lots of room on the left side. Keeps that on cock. Now he'll tuck and run, and he's tackled inbounds. Clock will roll down towards 1 minute. San Clemente cannot stop it again. La Habra has all 3 timeouts. They're at the 15, 2nd and 3. Handoff to Jabiev. Jabiev's able to slip his way through, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 9.
Are you kidding me? Jabiev was stopped a yard deep in the backfield, stuffed. Take a look, there's nothing there. Goes right, comes back left, finds a crease, breaks a tackle of Parham, and gets about 6 yards.
They wind the clock. Under 50 seconds. Jabiev, right side, stopped after a pickup of 4. No timeouts for San Clemente. Game's going to come down to these final couple plays. 2nd and goal. Sears, right side, throws, touchdown!
No, I know. I can't get that side.
What a throw by Jack Sears. There's pressure coming down on his face. Look to the left of your screen. Carrasco's coming right in his face, and he delivers a ball only where Brandon Reeves can catch it. Lone away. If this is any far behind, it's batted or picked. Reeves goes down, secures the catch. And that's 2 guys who have been practicing chemistry all year long from quarterback to receiver.
PAT is good. And there's the man of the hour, Brandon Reeves. His touchdown catch might give San Clemente its first ever football Southern Section title.
What a drive, Sam.Farber. I mean, they have the ball deep in their own territory. Jack Sears makes a couple passes, really does it with his feet. He comes out for a play where you're wondering, am I going to have my star quarterback to finish this drive? Comes back in, has a big run, and then throws the touchdown to take the lead. Potentially game-winning score as San Clemente is 20 seconds away, as you mentioned, partner, from their first CIF championship. But don't count out the Highlanders. You're going to get a squib or a short punt and a few plays for Eric Berrier. It's returnable.
Kick it to the 5. Lancaster Garcia finds a seam on the sideline. Tackled shy of the 45. 10 seconds left, and now a flag is out late.
And I think it's going to be on San Clemente, Sam. That could be another 15 yards to put the Highlanders past the midfield point.
And put them within range of Berrier's arm.
Dead ball, personal foul, late hit on the defense. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Here's what puts San Clemente on top. Berrier's attempt to seal the game in the end zone, broken up, and then the touchdown. Sears hits Reeves. Ball is at the 41-yard line. We have already seen here on Fox the quarterback for La Habra, Eric Berrier, come up with a last-second Hail Mary. Can he do it again? They have their timeouts. Berrier throws complete. 5 seconds on the clock.
And could this be Los Alamitos Part 2? You're going to have a shot to put this thing to the end zone in the area of Fellows, Ross, Lancaster, Garcia.
Timeout taken by La Habra, and let's take you back to what might be the play of the year in the Southern section. From the 44, Berrier ready to wind up. Escapes the pocket. Escapes the rush. He'll let it fly. It's deep enough. It is. Oh! Touchdown!
Amazing.
Eric Lancaster Garcia with the catch on that Hail Mary. They're a lot closer for this one.
Yeah, you're thinking, do they try a shot at a field goal? It's about a 44-yarder. You wish if you're the Hobby had a little more time to get another 10 or 15 yards. Unfortunately, you don't have it. You got to take a shot.
This is for the championship, barring a penalty. Berrier. He'll lob it up there. Whoa! He did it again! Eric Berrier's second Hail Mary of the season, and the Highlanders are Southwest Division champs.
Take a look at Berrier buying time, buying time.
Over 10,000 fans have come out to Chandler High School in Arizona tonight to see the defending state champion Wolves and junior quarterback Jacob Conover, already with an offer from Alabama, host the #2 recruit in the nation, Xavier Thomas and IMG Academy. The game kicks off next. Welcome to the Valley of the Sun and the 2017 Geico ESPN High School Football Kickoff as part of Summer of Next, presented by Geico. We've got two of the best teams in the country when it comes to high school football. The Chandler Wolves running out onto their home field. They're ranked #7 in the nation, and they welcomed in all the way from the Sunshine State of Florida, #2 ranked IMG Academy. We welcome you up to the press box alongside former Notre Dame star and a Super Bowl champion, Rocky Boyman. I'm Sam.M.Farber, and it is a pleasure and a privilege to have you with us here tonight. Well, Rocky, for fans of college football, if you're looking for next, you found your game. Between these two sides tonight, we'll see 40 Division I players.
And how about IMG Academy? 11 seniors on the ESPN 300, 9 juniors on the ESPN 300. And look, if you're a fan of Miami, of Alabama, of Ohio State, of Nebraska, of all these big-time schools, you're going to see these players here tonight, and then 1 year from now, you're going to see them on a major college football field.
And the biggest and the best of them all, that man right there, Xavier Thomas, the #1 ranked defensive player in this year's high school class.
One word to describe him, Sam: relentless. You'll see here, this is a game last week, going after the quarterback, forcing a bad throw. Sam, a lot of times you see these 5-star guys, and they don't exactly play really, really hard. This is a supremely talented player that plays to the whistle, a relentless motor here. You see bringing down the quarterback near the end zone. Clemson fans are going to see him here next year.
Xavier Thomas, certainly one of the best players in the country, but he's going to have to deal with one of the best collective teams in the country here tonight. The Chandler Wolves have won 2 of the last 3 state championships here in Arizona, and they played a national schedule taking on some of the best teams in the country.
Yeah, Chandler, look, this is not the Little Sisters of the Poor. This is a very, very good football team. And tonight, Sam, what I think is an interesting thing for fans to watch is what wins out. Is it the All-Stars of IMG Academy, or is it the chemistry of this team here at Chandler?